This is a vlog of the best year of my entire life. I think there's a few key components that make it that. One, I started the year with just ambition to succeed, period. And a big resolution that I set starting this year was that I wanted to never casually listen to rap music. If it was on around me, if somebody else put it on, if it was on in a store, or playing on a basketball court or playing at the gym or whatever, I wasn't going to change it, but I did not put it into my headphones. That makes sense. So driving in the car, I wasn't casually listening to rap music. I never chose to put on rap music. And just not casually listening to rap music made this the best year of my life. And it was one of those things that I always knew I needed to do. And I always knew that I should change. And I held on to it for a number of different reasons. And it made me relatable. It eased stress. It got me excited at the gym. It made me work out harder. It pumped me up. But whatever it was, I made up excuses to keep it around. And I just didn't want to quit it. I made this bad thing something good that I told myself that I needed in different situations. But all the meanwhile, I knew that it wasn't good. I knew that there was way more underlying messages of evil than of good. And rarely do you find something good there. And the beats are addictive and they're persuasive, and it's very strong and moving emotional music. But I cut it out for an entire year, didn't listen to it. And there's few things that happened after that. One, started dating Maya. Two, took scripture study seriously, and I had a desire to do that. And for a month, I did an hour every single day, and that totally changed my whole relationship with Christ and my whole world. I started to see it differently and started journaling better and differently, and then got married, and that was amazing and wonderful. And now we are expecting a child, amazing and wonderful. Started and wanted to pursue the deeper passions that I've always wanted to do, and started taking those more seriously, planning for those, reading books for those, studying for those. My whole life shifted when I took out that one negative thing and took it seriously, and knew that I wanted it out and didn't back down from that. It brought in my eternal companion. It brought me closer to the Lord, and we began a family because of it, and it reshaped my career focus. It changed my focus professionally and in my whole life. It made me clarify and understand my goals and ambitions and my vision. And everything about my life has become better, more resolute, more confident, more independent, closer to the Lord, closer to my wife, and understanding on a deeper level. I think I'm genuinely able to love her more because of bad influences being out of my life. I'm able to become and be closer to the Lord and come closer to the Lord because there's bad influences now out of my life. And it's just made me want to be better and better and better and better in different ways. Just getting out bad, good starts coming in. And when more and more good come in, you look for more and more ways to be good. And right now I'm halfway through 75 Hard, 7 weeks into the elimination diet. I've read at least 30 books in 2021, at least. Ran 2 marathons in 2021. Got a bike, started preparing for an Ironman come 2022. I started budgeting. That's a first. Started video journaling. That's a first. Started taking personal study. I mentioned that, but started taking personal study way more seriously and coming closer to the Lord. But all those wonderful things have come because of getting out one bad influence and letting good in. And when a little bit of good starts trickling back in, you got to fill that space with something. And so it became audiobooks and podcasts and good music and calm music and conference talks and everything good. I started to replace that audio time with. And that led me to more good and more good and more good and more action on that good and on that good information coming in. And it snowballs and it starts amplifying. And same thing with bad. If you choose bad and let bad in, your mind and your thoughts revolve around that. And you let good in, your mind and your thoughts revolve around the good. And it's just what you choose to put in your brain. It's what you choose to allow into your life is what your life starts to evolve into. And me just taking out one very negative influence in my life, just taking out that one, everything's gotten better. Relationships with my parents, relationships with my family members, with my wife, being married, dating my wife, courting my wife, deciding to get pregnant or not. All of those decisions and relationships have been amplified and increased because of me taking out one negative influence and changing because of that. And now this coming year, what's next? Like, choose your negative influence that you're going to take out. And for me, it's going to be my next negative influence that I want out for good is using fake swear words and real swear words. So fake swear words being like darn, dang, shiz, stuff like that, I'm taking out of my vocabulary. And obviously real swear words as well. But that's my next step in getting out negative. A whole year, I want that gone. And I don't want those words to cross my lips. And I want to find ways to better express myself and use better vocabulary and choose smarter vocabulary and understand my emotions and my thoughts and my feelings and express that clearly. But that's my next step for getting out negative and letting good in. And I will return and report on the results from that. But amazing that I thought that rap music would always have a place in my life, in my heart. And it's not true. Once you take it out and you do without, your body adapts and changes, and you grow up and you start to change it and alter yourself to your situation and to your circumstances. And it's a matter of choosing your circumstance and letting yourself go through those growing pains and the pains of adaptation and shifting there. Because yes, you're going to grow a lot and you're going to change a lot, and that hurts. And it hurts to move from a worse being to a better being because of all that change that's going on mentally, emotionally. There's a lot there. But it will be a little process of struggle and growth, but that's okay. And getting out that one super negative influence made this the best year of my life. So remember that. Choose one negative thing to get out for good, to get out for a whole year. And I promise the rewards are going to be incredible. Something you've never seen before. Something you couldn't predict. I promise.